This is the story of Jordan Neely, age 30, who was a street performer in the city of New York. Jordan was a Michael Jackson impersonator and was often seen around town dancing in a red Thriller leather jacket. Unfortunately, he was killed by the hands of 24-year-old Marine veteran on May 1, 2023. When Jordan boarded the New York subway, he boarded the northbound F train at 2nd Avenue Station. He started screaming, "I do not have food, no drink," was tired and does not care if he goes to jail. He then proceeded to take off his jacket and throw it to the ground. It was at this point, the 24-year-old Marine veteran, who did not know Jordan, tackled him and put him in a chokehold for about 15 minutes. You can see another man has his arm on Jordan. Jordan passed out, and when EMS arrived, they were unable to revive him. "Now I do not understand why no one on the train told the Marine veteran to stop. Homeless lives matter too." The medical examiner has ruled Jordan's death a homicide. Jordan Neely's cause of death was compression of neck chokehold. The medical examiner has ordered additional testing after completing the initial autopsy to further examine the tissue on Jordan's neck. To date, the Marine veteran has not been arrested, which has caused outrage all over the United States. Mayor Adams is asking everyone to be patient while they investigate what happened. You have politicians adding fuel to the fire. However, I do not see any one of them trying to help solve the homeless or mental illness problem in this country. If we can send billions of dollars to foreign countries, why can't we solve this problem that is happening in our homeland? According to his family, Jordan suffered from autism, post-traumatic stress disorder, and schizophrenia. Jordan's father, Andre Zachary, stated he has not seen his son for 4 years. He stated Jordan went through a horrific tragedy when he was 14 years old. Jordan's mother, Christine Neely, age 36, was murdered by her boyfriend, Sean Sutherland. Christine's body was found in a suitcase by the side of the Henry Hudson Parkway in the Bronx in 2007. Jordan had to relive this tragedy and testified at Sean's trial when he was around 18 years old. According to court testimony, Jordan attempted to say goodbye to his mother one morning before going off to school. He said his stepfather, Sean, blocked him from going into the bedroom by padlocking the door. The following day, Jordan said Sean moved out of the home, and he never saw him again until the court trial. Sean represented himself at trial and was found guilty of choking Christine to death and dumping her body. The judge sentenced him to 30 years. So it seemed Jordan died from a chokehold and mother died by being choked to death. Zachary, which is Jordan's father, stated that his son became a complete mess afterwards. After Christine was buried, Jordan was not the same person. He was very close to his mother. He loved her so much that he just lost it. He further reiterated that Jordan was a good man, good person, and beautiful. The father went on to explain that Jordan did have a temper, but he would never hurt anyone. The last contact he had with his son was a letter sent to him while Jordan was in prison. It read in part, "Dad, I disobeyed you and I am sorry." A family friend reported, in the following years, Jordan fell victim to homelessness and tried, but failed multiple times, to live with his father. The family friend said he tried to live with his father on multiple occasions, but they did not get along. Jordan suffered so much because of what happened to his mother. She was his sole support. Even though Jordan's father stated he would never hurt anyone. Well, over the last 10 years, Jordan has been arrested 42 times, in which one of these arrests had been for hitting a 67-year-old woman in the face. It just seems Jordan was failed by so many people. Did he get any type of counseling when his mom died? Because it seems everything went downhill from his mom's death. Also, he lived in a household where domestic abuse was constantly recurring, which I am sure affected him long term. He should have been in a mental hospital or group home for the mentally challenged, not getting arrested 42 times and getting killed. Also, when is it a crime to scream you do not have food, no drink, was tired and do not care if you go to jail? Maybe he was so frustrated with life and thought jail would be easier for him. I look up the definition of chokehold. A chokehold, stranglehold, is a general term for a grappling hold that critically reduces or prevents either air or blood from passing through the neck of someone. The restriction may be of one or both and depends on the hold used and the reaction of the victim. While the time it takes for the choke to render someone unconscious varies depending on the type of choke. The lack of blood or air often leads to unconsciousness or even death if the hold is maintained. Chokeholds are used in martial arts, combat sports, self-defense, law enforcement, and in military, hand-to-hand combat applications. They are considered superior to brute force manual strangling, which generally requires a large disparity in physical strength to be effective. Rather than using the fingers or arms to attempt to crush the neck, chokeholds effectively use leverage, such as figure four holds or collar holds, that use the clothes to assist in the constriction. The military veteran was wrong to take his life. We do honor our veterans, however, this soldier should be held accountable.